All right, New York Giants fans, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. I wanted to do a quick video. Why? Because I think there's some misconceptions in reference to Nate Solder and his contract and what happens if Nate retires. I got a couple messages and a couple tweets and a couple other emails saying that they hope Nate retires and that's going to, add money to the salary cap for the Giants and everything's going to be better if he retires. And like I said, I think for some there's a misconception about a retirement of an NFL player. Basically what happens is when an NFL player retires, all of the dead cap money on their contract goes against the current year salary cap. So basically, as far as the salary cap goes, a player's retirement is kind of treated the same as if a player were cut or traded. Now, any non-dead money is forfeited by the player upon his retirement, and it doesn't count against the cap, but the dead money remains. So since Nate's contract paused in 2020 and rolled over into 2021, it would basically we would still have the $10.5 million dead cap space hit off his contract, even if he retires. So now the other question was, if that does happen, can they use the post June 1st retirement and spread it out over 2020 and 2021? The answer is yes. Well, I really shouldn't say 100% yes, but I'm almost 99% positive because I believe it's still I'm almost 100% sure it's still in the new CBA. But yes, if you do use the designation, but now you have to, the player's going to have to agree to file the retirement after June 1st. But if he does, then yes, the cap space will be divided up over 2 seasons still. So that, basically you got to think of it this way. If we cut him or if he retires, it's the same thing. It's going to be no different. We are still going to be faced with a $10.5 million cap hit from Nate. It's really just going to depend on when he retires, or if he does retire, or when we cut him. I personally feel, and I've said it before, I'd rather just take the cap hit up front, just take the $10.5 million instead of spreading it over 2 seasons. That's just me, because I'd rather just get the contract off the books. But that's kind of what we need to think of it this way. Even if he retires, it's just as if we cut him. Now, another great question was, can we restructure his deal? And of course you can restructure his contract. Yeah, of course you can. But the problem to me with restructuring is he's probably going to want guaranteed money to restructure. So you may just be adding a year or two onto the problem. My thing is, if you're going to make a decision on Nate, you got to make it either way. You're either going to keep him or you're going to cut him. That's it. I don't see. I personally would not restructure. Does he have value at his age? I don't think he has value right now to the Giants. If I was him, I would force Giants to cut him and try to get back over to New England or go over to Tampa. But at this point in time, from a Giant perspective, he really doesn't fit into the youth building, youth movement that we're having. I like having veteran presence on a team that is so young, but hasn't been around since 2019. So I'm not feeling that he is an integral part of the locker room, Nate Solder. I mean, great guy. But like I said, I don't think he's an integral part of the Giants locker room right now. So I think the young guys wouldn't know if he was gone or not. But like I said, so I hope that kind of clears up some of the misconceptions. The fact is, if he retires, we're still on the hook for the $10.5 million. We could still use the June 1st post cut and spread it over 2 years if we have to. But again, he would have to agree to retire at that point in time. But like I said, the cap hit is still going to be there. The cap hit's not going to go away if he retires because we are per the NFL, we are still responsible for any dead cap space from Nate Solder. So, and he forfeits all other monies that he's entitled to. So I hope that clears everything up. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, if you can subscribe, if you can ring that bell, I think you know what that means. That'd be awesome.